finish my sentence. You assume I finished my sentence. I need 300 pies for 50 apples. There, so I don't have to spell it out because...
Man, I have to read the whole sentence.
You're fine, kids. You're fine. You're fine. If I only have 5 apples, how many pies can I make with 5 apples? 0. Because how many do I need for 1? 6. So if I have... No. No. No, it's not the same. No. No.
Or you can make like half of it. You can make a miniature pie.
Not the same. We must follow Grandma's recipe. We cannot change Grandma's recipe.
No, you can just cut the portions of everything.
No. Oh, mathematically?
Yeah.
So instead of 6, we have to go 5, 6. So everything. Yes.
Everything's complicated.
Everything's
And then
complicated.
with all the like butter and everything, you just do that.
I mean, if you've ever baked, baking is a science. You cannot. Oh, let me just add a little bit more flour, a little bit more sugar, because it doesn't come out right.
That makes
Oh,
it
yeah.
horrible.
Yeah. So baking is a science and requires some math. A lot. Oh, so your equation was y equals 6x. All right, cool. Moving on. Let me see what I want. Yeah, let's do. Let's finish page 8. Let's do page 8. We should be pros, right? Next week when we come back, we'll start changing it a little. But let's finish out the week really having a good understanding of this. And I'm thinking, hey, should page like 10 be like a pop quiz or something? No, maybe. No. All right. Let's start off page 8. Please, page 8. So, this is a great example of what goes inside, what are you solving one of? Books is one? Student. So read the question, just the question. So the second sentence.
How many books does each student?
So what are we solving one of?
Student.
How many books does each student receive?
One is student.
Yeah. So each is one student. So this is their one.
X is students and Y is books.
Yep. So if you know that you're solving one student, that goes in your X. So student is your X and Y is your books. And this is a perfect example. Somewhat, you can go the other way, you know, but the question does 100% tell you students is X, books is Y, because in my word problem, books has an S on it. Books has an X on it. Oh my gosh, swear. Okay, what'd you get? 6 what? 6 books per student, right? So you have this 90 inside, 15 outside, and that equals 6, okay? So what is my equation?
X equals 6Y.
The equation. Y, yes?
Y equals 6X.
Good. Okay, that is your equation. Okay, let's fill in the table. If I have 0 students, how many books do they need? 0. If I have 1 student, 2 students, 3 students, 10, 30,
180.
90,
540. Yeah, 540. And then the last one, 720. Mr. Belly?
what? What's up?
You need to get rid of the 0 and then add the 0.
Yes, you multiply 12 times 6. 12 times 6 is 72. And then you add a 0. All right, so all of these numbers we just multiplied by 6, right? that's how you get it. Especially if we're jumping in our table, we're using our unit rate. Now it's called unit rate. It's called unit rate now because we're not talking about money anymore. But unit price, unit rate, that's the same. All right, so our X is student, and our Y is books. I know, we've been doing so much cost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 6, 12, 18,
24.
I realize I should save my voice. There are some classes that don't go up by the unit rate, they go up by 1. I'm not a fan of that because then you would only fit like 2 dots instead of a lot more dots, but you know, to each their own, I guess. 0. Alright. What does the point 1 comma blank mean in the context of the problem? What does the unit rate mean in the context of the problem? So the same sentence, just said a little bit differently. So what does the point 1 comma 6 mean?
6 plus. Oh, 1 student needs 6 plus.
Yeah. 1 student needs 6 books. What does the point 120 comma blank mean in the context of the problem? So what number is missing after the 120?
720.
So this number represents your X. Let me zoom it in. This number represents your X or your Y.
X.
This is your X, Y, and it's in alphabetical order. If you're like, you ever forget, Lola, like, what? I don't get it. It's in alphabetical order. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S. Oh wait, what is it? Q, R, X, Y, and Z. So it's in alphabetical order. X, Y, Z. Like when you do the alphabet,
Yeah. T.
X, Y.
U, V, W, X, Y.
Did I mess up the alphabet?
Yes.
Did I just record myself?
Yes.
Wait, I turned on Q, R.
Q. I think I go back to
I think we
kindergarten.
all-
What letter did I start actually saying it?
S. S.
S. And then what did I say after that?
X, Y, Y. So I think you gotta go back to kindergarten.
I think I need to go back to kindergarten over here. Okay, but my point is,
You were live.
these.
What?
Okay, kids, this is in alphabetical order. So X, Y, Z. So the first one's X, Y. So if I look at my table, X is 120, right? So go back to your table. There's X, there's 120, right? So what's next? 720. So if they ever leave a number blank and it's not 0, 0, or 1, just look at your table or your graph. Okay, so what does the 120 mean?
120 students need 720 books.
Okay, cool. Yes. It took me a minute.
I want to write the whole word.
Yeah, so I had to figure out a way to write a sentence that didn't start with the number, so I wouldn't have to write the number, so I wouldn't have to hear it.
So we write that middle.
Whatever you want, kids. Whatever you want.
It's teacher style.
Oh my goodness. If there are 120 students, they would need 720 books. My writing is so pretty. If there are 30 students in a class, how many books are needed?
180.
The class needs 180 books. So that you don't have to write 180.
I did this to myself, right? I did this to myself. The class needs 180 books.
We're gonna be making fun of you probably for the rest of the time we're doing.
Yes. You're forcing me, and you're the only class.
Can't do the alphabet, and then you want to write it so that you don't have to write the number and be lazy.
Oh, fun times, fun times. All right, how many books do I need for 120 students? 700.
720.
The class would need 720 books.
Yeah.
I need 70.
Well, the question says
Really?
yes.
Why did you put I need 720 books? So are you equivalent to 120? Like the age or like how much you weigh?
How much you weigh? What?
It says how many. Or your knowledge.
Read the question again.
For real.
It says how many books do I need?
He can listen to you, but not me.
Millie, are you opening a library? No.
Eddie.
I think she owns the library.
Well, I mean, like, it's true. I mean, before technology, we used to get books for every class. So you would get a math book, like a real math book. You would get a real science book, a history book, an English book, and like if you took Spanish, a Spanish book. So you would go home, and I'm sure your parents did this. Yeah, you would go home with a stack of books, and that's why we used to have lockers, because you wouldn't want to carry all 6 books. You would leave them in your locker. Oh, I got first period math. I'm gonna go grab my math book, take it a first period, and then during nutrition, go back to my locker, leave that, take my books for third and fourth period. During lunch, go back to my locker, put that away. What books do I need for 5th and 6th? So that's how it used to be when I was your age. Now you guys are all spoiled and your books are online.
I don't use
You own a library.
Yeah, so we would be handing out, if there was 120 students, which is what I have all day, more than that, I would be, but you would go through the library. Yes?
Is the library for the little kids?
I don't think it's open yet, right?
It is.
Oh, okay, then I don't know.
That's how you get your stands. Yeah. For your iPad.
40.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, hold on.